Hello, beautiful souls. Does time heal you? Is it time that we need to give ourselves in order to heal? The answer is no. I'm afraid time is not what heals you. Time is not what is going to help you transform that trauma that you've had, or whatever it is that needs healing. It is not time, because what we do with time in reality is that we learn to suppress our emotions, or even to repress, even to distract ourselves from our emotions. This is what time does for us. And when we give ourselves even more time, because we say that, well, if I don't think about it, time will heal this. What we do is that we detach ourselves from what needs to be healed. And we believe that how we're then feeling is healing. Oh, well, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not really there. Therefore, it's healing. It is not healing. Absolutely not. Because what happens is that we bury that alive. We bury that, we suppress it, we repress it, we even ignore what is happening. And we call that healing. The only way to heal is to work on yourself. It's to work through your emotions, your feelings, the trauma, the situation, whatever has to be healed. You know, whether it's about a situation, about somebody, about a person, about yourself, anything, whatever it is that you need to heal, you need to work through that. That's how you are going to heal. It is not going to heal with time. Not if what you're doing is that ignoring that, and you just think, well, if I don't do anything right now, in 5 years' time, it will be okay. It's not how it works. And this is so important to understand, because I've had many clients who come to me and they say, you know, but it's been like 5 years, 10 years, and suddenly it's come back. Well, it's not suddenly, really. It's always been there. It's just that we've taken our focus off that, and we believe that we're helping ourselves because we're not looking at it, because we're not facing it. And that's not how it works. And I know that because I was there. I remember now many years ago when I started, about probably, over 20 years ago anyway. And there were things in my life that were really not going well. And I could not ignore that. I mean, it's not that I ignored that, because I was depressed and I was self-harming and I just could not live that life anymore. So I chose to go for some counseling with the person that I was with, and it didn't work. And I mentioned that many times. It didn't work because when you go with somebody else and they've got their issues, either they always blame you, and it just doesn't work, because each one of us needs to go through our own healing. But there I was, and I said, but I don't understand, because now after all this time, you know, things are coming up and it's like it's coming back with a vengeance. And she said to me, well, yes, it's because you've buried that, and you buried that alive. And when you bury something alive like that, it will come back up. There is no other way. It will come back up. So you need to face it. And now you're at that point where you are almost forced to face it, because you cannot go on anymore ignoring it. And so time does not heal. It's not time that heals. You heal yourself going through that, facing what needs to be done. And so I will give you 3 things then about healing. when you start healing, the one thing then you don't do again is you do not go back to the past, right? Because you think that by ignoring it, you're not going back to the past. You're leaving the past there, but it's not. Because what you need to do is to face whatever has happened. You need to face that, and you need to leave those emotions in order to heal them. Because otherwise, you will be stuck in that past, because it will come back up over and over again. And you think, well, no, it's not, because I'm not looking at it. But it is in the ways that you are dealing with life in that sense. So you are, as you have buried it alive, you believe that that's put aside, and it has not be put aside, because when you are ignoring, so you suppress or you even ignore what is happening, you think that it's not affecting you. In reality, it's affecting everything that you are doing now. It's affecting the way you are with yourself. It's affecting the way you are with others as well. And it's affecting the way you are with life. You may not realize it, but it is. Because within yourself, the choices that you're making today, if you haven't healed that past, that is influencing the choices you're making today. So this is one reason why you really need to heal that. Do not ignore this anymore, because it still comes up. You know, something comes up, a situation, and it reminds you of that, and you think, right, you know, that's it. And that's the second reason why you have to heal, to work through all this and to heal that past, right? Whatever it is, a relationship with somebody, trauma, a certain situation, the feelings, the emotions, etc., is because people, what they do is that they try to control these emotions. And so they do so many things on the outside because they believe that that is controlling what is hurting them, the pain that they are still facing within. So they control that, they think they control that by doing things on the outside, and that is all kinds of things. It could be, you know, the alcohol and the drugs and entertainment, you know, TV. It could be over socializing. It could be you know, work, overwork. It could be so many other things, because we think we are controlling these emotions, and that's how you deal with them. You control them. I hear that so often. I can't even tell you how many times I hear that. No, you just have to control emotions. I'm not going to let them control me. I have to control them. But that's not how we do it. That's not even how we control emotions, because in reality, we are not controlling them. We are, you know, again, suppressing, repressing, ignoring. We're not controlling them. We have to heal that. We really have to heal that space. And the other reason why you need to work on yourself and face what has happened, face your emotions, is that then you learn more and more how to be present. You can be present with these emotions today, with the emotions that are current, not those attached to the past, but today. And when you are, you know, letting go of that past, because you are present today, you are letting go then of that past. You are more in the present. And you are then noticing what is going on today. For whatever reason, today, you are feeling, you know, a certain way. You can then work through that, right? It's current. You can even think, wow, has this got something to do with something in the past? And of course, I mean, our past experiences need to be healed. all the time, right? So whatever has happened, even if it's something like yesterday and today it's still affecting you, you need to be present in that. But you can never let go of the past unless you are present today in those emotions, those feelings, and really facing that. It's not time. Time does not heal you. Believe me. You know, all we do is that we're suppressing that, or we're ignoring that. We're distracting ourselves from that. But then you know if it's healed. Because if you are faced with that again, if you have to look at that again, how do you feel about it? You can still feel so angry, or you can still feel so much pain and you'll be crying. Or you could, if you have worked through that, you could feel compassion for that. You could feel like, yes, you know, still there somehow, but I am feeling better about it because I am looking at it and I'm healing. You know, healing does not happen in one day, in one session with a client. It happens over time. So of course it's going to take time. But healing is so important, and that can only happen when you look at it. You know, if it was on you, the physical, you cannot just pretend something is not broken, because it's going to hurt so much. Yes, you can take as many pills as you want, medication, but that only is the illusion that things are better. And that is why so many people actually, they fall for that. You know, I've seen some people, they hurt their back and then they put an ointment on their back, and then the following day, because they haven't dealt with what's going on, they put more ointment, and they do that day after day after day. But are they looking at the cause? No. So they're not really doing what needs to be doing. And that's the same. Just because you can't see what is going on emotionally because you've put that aside, it doesn't mean you're not, you know, ignoring it by doing so many other things, either trying to control it, or then you are distracting yourself with so many things that do not work. And this is why there are so many people who are still saying to me, I feel lost, I feel stuck, I feel so depressed, I just feel like I'm not good enough and I'm never going to get better. Of course you can. Of course you can. But you have to start healing. You have to give yourself that space for healing. And you can only do that by looking at what does not feel comfortable. But once you start that process, wow, I mean, it's so much better. So when all those years ago I was at that place and it was excruciating, and I thought, but I don't want to be there. What can I do? I don't want to go through this again. I really do not want to feel like this. What did I have to do? Face it. And that's how I started healing it. You know, if you don't heal the past, it will always be with you. And it will drive every choice, every decision that you make. You may think that, no, it won't because I'm controlling that. But your subconscious is so much more powerful than you think. It drives everything. You know, it's your habits of thinking, of being. It's the patterns, it's everything. So it is a lot more powerful than you think. And you need to start healing. Don't just pretend that time is going to do it, because it's not. Now, if this resonates with you and if you want to chat more about this, please contact me. Leave a comment or contact me. I've left everything, you know, everything is below this video that you could contact me, on how you could contact me. So please do that. But don't keep on suffering, right? Don't keep on suffering, because you can heal yourself, definitely. So I hope that this has helped you. Please share with others. It would help me, the channel, but it would help others. You know, not everybody tells you when they need help. So it'd be lovely to share, even if you just help one person, you know, around you, it will be amazing. So please share, like also, because that would really help, and comment if you want to comment. So I hope this has helped you, and I really wish all the best for you, because we all deserve to heal ourselves. And until next time, I'm sending you lots of love.